Had a good week of practice so far. Still got some finishing up stuff to do tomorrow morning and Friday, but certainly, excited about the matchup this weekend, facing a very talented, very good SMU ball club. They've had a great season thus far, so we'll have a great challenge for us on Saturday. Glad to be back at home in Daddy Ficklin Stadium, and it's a special time of year. You got Thanksgiving tomorrow. We'll practice tomorrow morning and then have a COVID appropriate Thanksgiving meal after practice. And I just told the team just a minute ago, especially this year, not only our nation, but everybody across the world has been through so much this year with the pandemic. Certainly there's been tragic loss of life. There's been extreme financial impacts. There's been, struggles of all kinds. With all of our families. And this year, I think at this time of the year, especially, all of us need to sit back and be thankful for all the blessings that we have. We're very, very blessed in that we have the opportunity to be here at East Carolina. These kids are getting an education. They are able to play a sport that they love. They have a place to sleep each night that's safe. They have food on the table for them each day. And they have so many blessings that so many others do not have. So I think especially this year, this is a time for us all to be thankful for everything that we're blessed with.
Coach, with Cincinnati and Temple now canceled and not expected to be played, you got to feel good that you've, barring some unforeseen circumstances, that you've gotten in all of these games with the exception of the first three, heading into the end of the season here.
Yeah, and we've worked very, very hard with our COVID protocols. I think the kids have done a good job with, protecting each other, protecting themselves. We've also been fortunate, certainly, as we learned earlier in the year, and we're reminded every single week, we've had someone out in protocol virtually every game this year, and certainly we had a large number out for Navy. And like I said then, Holton's the most germophobic person on the roster, does a great job with protocols, and and he ended up contracting it. So I do think there's been a little bit of luck involved also. But, we're excited. We're going to get the game in hopefully Saturday. And I would not have thought we would have gotten them all in. I really was extremely skeptical back at the beginning just with the way things were trending. And I think the things are trending back that way a little bit right now also. So we've been fortunate.
Coach, with SMU, Buechele gets a lot of the attention, but their running back, Bentley, is a freshman. Can you just talk about the different dynamic he brings?
Well, I wasn't very excited to see him, as the seasons went on. They graduated, obviously, a very talented running back last year, and you thought there was going to be some drop-off there, but, he's as good or better. I think he's just done a great job. He has great vision, very good acceleration. He's good catching the ball out of the backfield. He's been a very impressive back so far this year.
It seems like, if I remember right from last year with Buechele, they put a lot of trust in him pre-snap and changing things, check with me type stuff. Is that what you see again this year, and you're expecting a lot of maybe that chess match, when they have the ball before the snap type of thing? Yeah,
and it's, the things that stand out, they do go pretty fast. They're maybe not quite as fast as UCF, but they're close. And, they do a lot of check with me where, they go fast, and then check with me. I think that, he's done a great job. The offensive line's done a great job. And that's probably partially him too with, IDing the defense and getting the correct calls as far as where the protection's going. But they're operating very, very smooth. And obviously he's doing a lot of that on the field. So, I've had senior quarterbacks before. Certainly Brian Shore with us at JMU, we did a lot of the same things with him. And it allows you to operate, at a very, very high level because you're rarely in a bad play.
Speaking of that, how close is Holton with that at this point in his career? He does some check with me stuff, but does he have freedom to do that at the line as well?
He has a good bit. He works very hard at it. He does a great job with film study, and has improved tremendously since last year. And so he does a lot of the same stuff for us.
Okay, are there any other questions for Coach Houston? Okay, Coach,
All right,
thank you
guys.
very much.
We'll see you on Saturday.
Okay, see you, Coach.